Hey guys, welcome back to an all new Objective Reviews episode. I'm Nick, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Google Wi Fi product. Now, this is a mesh router product from Google that allows you to create a mesh network in your home or office or wherever you plan to set these up. And let's check them out, shall we? If it's anything Google on this channel, you have to know that in most of the cases, products are provided to us by Anuj, the patron saint of this channel. So big shout out to Anuj. I'll link his Twitter profile down in the description. Go check him out and say thank you, for giving us an opportunity to look at all these products. Now, the box we got from him was a 3-piece set of the Google Wi-Fi routers. Now, do keep in mind that these are Wi-Fi routers. None of this includes the modem part of it, which is actually responsible for communicating to your internet service provider and actually sending data from your local hardware, your computers and your mobile phones and your tablets to your ISP and then forward. None of this is responsible for that. These units are only responsible for creating the Wi-Fi access points in your rooms. So now that we have that settled, let's talk about these. The unboxing experience is kind of a unique one. So the box we got from Anuj had these 3 units of Google Wi-Fi. Now these 3 will pair with each other and create a mesh network for us. So when you first remove the top cover and open the flap up, what you're greeted with are 3 white devices, almost equivalent to the orange Dragon Balls from Dragon Ball Z or S or Dragon Ball, right? And they look spectacular, they look immaculate. So let's quickly go over the industrial design of these things. They are very light to hold in your hand. I was expecting them to be very heavy, but they aren't. At the base you have some nice rubber padding so that if you're placing these on your desk or some flat surface, these are not going to move around unless you really tug them hard. Now on the back you have 2 Ethernet ports, I'll quickly come back to that, and a USB-C port. Now the USB-C port is what powers this whole thing and all 3 routers, and 2 of the Ethernet ports. One connects to your modem with the included Ethernet cable, and the other is an empty 1 gigabit port which you can connect directly to your computer or now that USB-C is into play, you can even connect it to your Android phones. And the industrial design of the outer shell of this device is such so that when you place the device on your desk, the wires just quickly run easily from behind the device and out of sight. So cable management is kind of a big part in this whole thing, which I completely ignored for the sake of this video, but you can totally do that. Now setting up these is what I was expecting them is to be really easy. I power all 3 on, they just connect to each other. I set up the main unit or any one of the units and bam, I'm done, but that is not the case. You have to set up each one of these one by one. After you set up the first one, it connects to the internet, yada yada, then you go and tell it to add another one, and then it tries to do that, and then it failed on me twice, so I moved its location and then it finally worked, and then I added the third one in my room out here. I spent an entire afternoon getting this working, but to what end? Did it actually work as I expected it to? Not really. So a couple of problems with this whole thing. My internet is capable of 50 up, 50 down, and no matter where I tested the speed test on this using speedtest, fast.com, or the included speed test in the app itself, it always gave me 28 by 26 or 24 for uploads, and something didn't quite make sense. I kept wondering why, and so I popped up the Network Link Test app on Android and I checked, and then the speeds were fine, the signals were fine, everything was great, but for some reason I wasn't getting the download speeds that I should have been getting. Now the skeptics amongst you will be saying that there were probably some other devices connected to the network and they were also downloading and doing stuff, and to eliminate that I disconnected everything and just kept one phone on it and ran the tests again, and I ended up with the same results. it has never ever gone above and hasn't either gone below 28 for downloads, which is very odd. Now, my guess is that this whole mesh network that it creates, there's a lot of CPU being utilized for that process. Now, it does give me great range throughout the first and second floor, but it gives me abysmal speeds. Now, when I connect something via Ethernet, I get the same results. If I do file transfers between two computers, I still get the same speeds. So I'm not really sure what is happening here, and I tried a lot to rectify the issue, assuming that I was doing something wrong, and even with the most optimal settings, and after 2 factory resets, it still refused to work as expected. So I'm guessing that something's not really right with these devices itself. Maybe I got a faulty one. So quickly talking about the app and whatever is included in there. Well, the moment you open the app, you get a lot of information right on the front. How many Wi-Fi access points you have in the mesh network, and what was your last speed test, and turning family mode on, which is really great, mind you. So you have all of these. Then you can go to the last tab where you will find information like where you can do tests like your speed test, and then testing the mesh network. Now the speed test and the mesh network test, the animations and even the setting up animations, they aren't as crisp on the OnePlus 3T. They're very blurred and seem like they have been designed for low resolution devices, and it just didn't quite feel like a finished product. And yeah, I'll come back to this point. So, and then finally you can do your DNS setups and your DHCP leases, as well as port forwarding, etc. if you really need that kind of stuff. But I doubt people buying the kind of this product will be interested in any of that. And going back to my point of, is this a finished product? Not only the app, but the Wi-Fi routers themselves feel very unfinished. Maybe this mesh network thing is really new, and Google releases some firmware upgrades and boosts performance significantly. But until then, I don't really recommend spending your money on this. Well, if you like this review, hit the like button. If you disliked it, let me know down in the comments why. And if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. I'll see you guys next time.